drops in there. So.
Hello. What's going on, everybody? Elizabeth Wittenberry. This is your Spirits Club of the month with the
Tenjaku.
Japanese
whiskey.
Japanese whiskey. The finest.
No, this is blended. This isn't like a single malt or anything like that.
Let's have a seat.
Alright, so I'll turn this all around.
You can actually show her the grill.
Here.
Show her what we're working with today.
It's cold here, by the way. This is like 30-degree weather, Fahrenheit, of course. And we're grilling over at Uncanny Central. And so we're a little warmer. This chair I'm about to sit in is really, really cold.
It's actually not too bad.
Well, I'm gonna hopefully take your word for it.
Take it to the bank. Have a seat.
Let's spin this around.
Oh, no, I lied. The back part's kind of cold, but that's because it was on my skin a little bit there. What is going on, Miss Wittenberry? Congratulations on getting, what was it, second camera assistant in that new job of yours? Congratulations. Yeah, proud of you. You're awesome. Check it out. Tenjaku. Let me read it to you. Tenjaku.
Your Japanese is supposed to be better than mine.
It is, and I'm not. My ancestors are not smiling down upon me. Every bottle of Tenjaku whiskey is a gift from the land that surrounds Mount Fuji. It is created in the city of Fufuki, which is located in the eastern part of the Kofu Basin in the Yamanashi district. The heart of this well-balanced whiskey is made with famed natural spring water from the Misaka mountain range, which lends to its minerality. It is extracted from 250 meters below the surface and is filtered through porous volcanic rock. Tenjaku is the Japanese characters for the skylark, the hibari, songbird. So let's get ready to rumble.
Filtered through pumice, basically.
Yeah, basically. Pumice. When you're done drinking, you can clean yourself up.
That's right. Take your pumice stone and scrub up.
Okay. So this was a gift to me. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Show these.
So check these out. Let's see. I wonder if yours is different. Okay, so these are from the video game Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. This was a special limited edition. So I broke these glasses out because it's a special time. It's Christmas time this year, and things are. Whoa! I guess I see that now. I see that.
Yeah, it's got to be tilted a little bit.
Sorry about that, Elizabeth. But let's get a pour out. As you can hear, there's meat on the grill sizzling as we speak. Got some bacon over there. We're gonna. See, I wish they'd cork it.
Well,
that's the only complaint so far is I wish they would cork, because I like bottles to be corked. It lends it better than.
It's a different culture.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. Here, why don't you put your glass up to the camera and then make a watch me pour it in. Oh yeah. That. She's a nice yellow. She's not really a dark.
How good is that water? You want to give me a couple drops?
Oh, you want a couple drops?
Yeah, just a couple drops.
This one I just brought out, isn't it?
Probably.
You do it. Right. I don't know how much you want, so I don't want to mess it up.
Just a couple of drops.
I'm going to drink mine straight. Because I want to try mine. I want to try it
just
straight.
A drip. Just a drip.
Try mine clean as a whistle. Tenjaku. So I'm excited. Now I've had, what's the name of that?
Nice clear color.
It's almost like a honeycomb color.
Yep.
Like a honey style. I've had I forget what it's called. They actually have Japanese whiskey down at a grocery store that I frequent, and I'll look that up because I can't remember the name of it. It is Suntory, and the style is Toki. So it was pretty good. It's got a bite at first. When you first open the bottle and let it breathe, it bites. It's like, right, it holds onto your throat here, and it kind of pinches down, clamps down like a pit bull. So we'll see about this one. So, let's put that on there. I don't want the water to spill or anything.
Now you're gonna notice I look kind of extra grumpy tonight, just because I've got this full winter face going on. I'm in a pretty good mood.
He's great. I'm kind of had a good day so far.
It's good though. Don't be.
Spirits Club. Hey, Elizabeth. It's for you. Cheers. Ooh.
Good. Smooth. Real smooth. It's got a little bit of bite on the back end.
Yeah, that's where the bite
Catches
is.
you. It reminds me actually a little bit of the scotch that I'm drinking right now.
No, yeah, well, you did get a bottle of scotch, didn't you?
The, what is it?
Glenmore?
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie.
Glenmorangie. Yeah, I have some of that at the house. That kind of, it starts off real super, super smooth, and then when it ends, it just kind of, it doesn't really kick you so much. It just kind of sends a little bit of fire up the back of the throat. This is a little bit like that, not to the same degree.
No.
It's good stuff, though.
The Suntory, the Toki, that, like I said, it hits hard. Like the first hit hits hard, and then once the bottle, it seems like once the bottle was opened up and allowed to breathe, it seemed like the whiskey became just that much smoother as you're taking sips and as you're just enjoying it. So I'm going to try it now. As you can tell, my salivary glands are salivating. Because there's food cooking on the grill and it smells delicious. We got some burgers cooking up on the grill over there. Got some bacon to go on top of those bad boys. Got some whiskey. But because I don't know what it is about whiskey that makes me salivate after I take a drink. I think because it dries it out, maybe.
Certain whiskeys are for eating. Like, not eating the whiskey, of course, but for meals.
Ooh.
Like like the scotch, the Glenmorangie, it's a meal scotch. Like, I can tell when I drink it that you get a good meal with it.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect compliment. This is a lot like that. This is something that you'd be eating a good hearty meal while you
We're going to be eating a good hearty meal, too. Join us tonight. Well, it won't be tonight because this isn't live. We're so used to doing live videos. But tonight, special guest will be Ray Davis, who sent me a copy of his book, Anunnaki Awakenings. Awakening, not awakenings, not plural. So get ready for that. Elizabeth, we hope you're enjoying your sunny, warm California weather. As you can tell, we are in cold Ohio with our cold Ohio gear. I'm wearing a hoodie, shirt.
Oh, yeah, I got like 5 layers
And then
on
if I jump down, I still got a lunge on. You know, that's why we got the whiskey. We got the Tenjaku. It's an elaborate and delicate blend of the finest select whiskey, and it's a product of Japan with a very cool songbird on the front and 40% alcohol by volume. So we are in business tonight. Imported by Tenjaku Whiskey USA, Manhasset, New York 11030. So it's imported from Japan, which is good stuff. So we're gonna drink the whole.
Now I got this through a website that I've used before. That's what I ordered the.
He's gonna talk to you. I gotta flip food.
Yeah, this is pretty good. So if you want to get some of this yourself, I don't know how limited it's going to be through this site, but I used the site forwhiskeylovers.com. Gimmicky name. But they have a lot of selection there, and it's what I got the Dutch bourbon whiskey from. And they have a sister site called fortequilalovers.com. It's basically the same thing as for tequilas. And I have not tried that because I'm not really a huge tequila fan, but we will probably have one on the show at some point in the future.
Yeah.
We're trying to catch Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a tequila coming out next year. He had it done in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it's called Terra Mana, because it's terra for the earth and mana for like the energy.
Yeah.
So he's going to be putting that out next year. Hopefully it's not super, super limited so we can get a bottle and we can try it, as long as it's not like $200 a bottle. But we're going to try that. I noticed while I was up there that some of the rums were doing a pretty good sale. Like the Kraken is actually on a really good price. You're not a big fan of the Kraken.
No, it's too sweet. It's too sweet of a rum for me.
I think it's a good thing to review, but probably not right off the bat. But we'll probably get to it. But yeah, so we got some other options in the future. We've done all whiskeys so far. This is the 4th episode. The 4th episode.
4th episode.
Yeah.
Number 4, huh?
The first one we did was it wasn't the Slipknot. It was a
whiskey. Was it a Crown?
We did the Sexton first, didn't we?
No, because that was the Sherry Brake interview. And I think we did a Spirits Club before that.
We did the Sexton, we did the Slipknot, unless we did the Slipknot first.
When did we do a Crown yet?
No, not yet. We've done the Sexton, the Slipknot, the Dutch, and now the Tenjaku.
So, what was it again? The Sexton, the
Sexton,
Tenjaku, the
the,
Slipknot,
and the Dutch bourbon.
So it had to have gone Slipknot,
Then the Sexton.
Sexton, Dutch, Tenjaku.
Yeah. Yep. Flipping the burgers over there. I'm kind of lost in space.
Oh, William.
But yeah. So this is the Tenjaku. I like it.
I like it too. It's good.
It's
It's good. It's a good
If
hearty
I can
whiskey.
start getting it kind of local somewhere, I'll probably start doing that because it's expensive to ship. The shipping for whiskeys is like
Alcohol in general, though, really.
Yeah.
Because it's alcohol.
yeah, it's usually like around $15, $20. And at least in Ohio, I mean, there's taxes all over the place, so we probably picked up a little bit of that. But this will be on my list of things that I would continue getting.
He hasn't tried the Suntory yet, so.
Yeah, that'll be another one on the list
Yeah, I
too.
think I'll end up getting that for us.
The next thing we get should probably be something different. We should probably try something else.
Yeah, we
Either
should
a
definitely.
tequila or a vodka, which I'm kind of dreading because I'm not a vodka fan at all.
Yeah. I'd like to
or,
get Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull vodka. I heard that's really good.
We could look in some brandies,
Yeah, I
some
like
brandy,
some cognacs.
yeah, different things.
Even some beers.
Mhm. Yeah.
We haven't done beer yet at all.
Yeah.
So the sky's the limit. with-
You know, we
with
could
this.
do on our past favorite of all time. We could do a Rolling Rock.
Yeah, because we do like Rolling Rock. Like
do
we
like Rolling
drank
Rock.
I think when we first started hanging out, we were drinking 12s a day for
'Cause we could agree on it.
days. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Because he could take it. The shandies. He wasn't a big shandy man.
they messed with my stomach for some reason. I don't know what it
Loved
was.
them. Love them.
Of course, at the same time, that was before I was I knew I was lactose intolerant, so I was still eating cheese stuff,
Smashing
eating milk
cheese.
stuff, eating ice cream.
Smashing.
So,
eating grilled bananas.
You know, yeah, it might have messed with
Mm-hmm.
the shandies more than it did the Rolling Rock.
Maybe.
The Rolling Rock was milder on the belly.
Maybe. Well, the Rolling Rock's a lighter beer too. The shandy, while it's still a lighter beer than
It's-
like
it's
a
more like
Guinness,
an ale.
it's still a heavier beer
Yeah.
than a Rolling Rock. So you're gonna get drunk.
Now, about the Tenjaku, let's rate this early on so we don't forget. We've
All
had
right.
a couple of drinks now.
I'm gonna take another one.
Take
I'm
another
gonna
one
finish
just to
my
kind of get it in
Tenjaku.
your head a little bit. We're rating on the 1 to 5 Saint Germains. If something is particularly bad, if we pick up something on the shelf that neither one of us have tried, and we pick it up and it's just really, really bad, that is Saint Germain not approved.
Yeah,
That'll
it's
be
not
a
even
zero.
a 1.
That'll
It's
be
not
a
even
zero.
1.
I don't think there's too much out there that exists at that level, but I'm sure someday we'll find one, and that'll be no Saint Germain approval at all.
You have to step your game up.
That's right.
Send us a free bottle of fixing it. So I think with the Tenjaku, I'm going to give it a solid 4. It's pretty good. It's smooth. Has a little bit of a bite to it on the back end. I like it a lot better than the Slipknot. I like it a lot better than the Sextons. The Dutch I liked a lot. The Dutch was good, but
We went real hard on the Dutch.
we
did.
We went hard on the Dutch.
We went real hard.
Super hard. Like,
The Dutch
this is-
probably isn't one that you should all like
Nah,
split and ingest in one
no.
sitting like we did. That was probably something we should have like had a little bit of and then saved some till later.
We weren't saving it till later.
Well, we didn't because it's good and you want to keep drinking it,
It's good.
but
it's great.
it's not healthy.
It's
Which is
not,
probably how my evening ended.
Yeah, his evening ended a lot poorer than mine did. He
Yeah.
chose poorly.
Yeah, I had some vomit that evening for some
Yeah.
reason. That's pretty gross. I know you guys.
I was doing the show, and it was the after show, and I was talking to the guests, kind of wrapping things up, talking to him, and I was talking to him for about a half hour. And I'm like, you know, I got to go. I got to go check on my co-host. I thought he left. I thought he dipped. Like, that doesn't sound like him. He wouldn't leave. So I'm looking around, looking to see if his car's there. Go in the bathroom.
I'm sitting there
He's
on
on
the
the
floor
floor,
next to the toilet.
laying
Yeah.
on the floor. He's like, to get to the choppers. I'm
I
like,
felt a lot better after I
I
had
bet.
some vomit.
I went back into the. When'd you get ramen?
Vomit.
Oh,
Well, ramen and vomit are kind of the same thing.
So I went and just played Xbox for a little while. Then he just came in like, hey man. I'm like, hey.
Now it's funny because I've had that before, and it didn't bother me like that before. So
Could have been something you ate.
it just seems like it must have been something I ate
Could have been the
during
Burger
day.
King.
It could have been,
Somehow the grease might have messed your tum tums up.
and that's true too. Because
Tum-tums.
sometimes that happens.
I'll be right back. I gotta check the foods.
But so you're giving it a 4.
Yeah, I'm giving it a solid 4. I like it. We haven't. there hasn't been a whiskey yet that I've given the 5 approval to.
Yeah.
Because I think the 5 approval for me it'll probably end up being a Crown for us. I think we'll get that. And that one that we're looking at, the $60, I think that could be the one that gets the 5.
Maybe.
So, solid 4 from me.
I know did I give the Sexton a 5?
I don't know.
I think I did. Because I drink a lot of that nowadays. The Sexton I was a big fan of. I think I gave that a 5. But the Tenjaku I'll also give 4 Saint Germains out of 5.
Yeah, definitely 4 Saint Germains.
Because it is, I really like, he gets tired of me saying it, I like smooth whiskey. I've had plenty of Jack Daniels and Jim Beam and stuff like that, and that's fine, but it's real harsh, especially right when you take the first sip.
Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark is like that.
Any Kentucky bourbon is like that for some reason.
Yeah.
It's like they pride themselves on being as harsh as humanly possible.
Well, whiskey is known for putting the fire in your belly and stuff like that. You know, it's one of those things. So, and it's associated with people who have that fiery outlook, like the Irish, the Scottish.
Do you have a fiery outlook? You don't seem very fiery.
I'm negative energy. I'm all cold and stuff, which is funny because I don't like being cold. But yeah, I'll give this a. I like smooth whiskeys and smooth alcohols more than I like harsh alcohols, which is why I'm not a huge fan of vodkas, because vodka is just a real harsh.
You've never had Goose though.
No, I haven't. So there's a possibility there might be something good.
Goose is, and I'm with him. I don't do shots of vodka. I can't. But Goose, I can do shots of because it's such a smooth thing.
Tequilas are iffy too. Tequilas are known for tequilas. Tequilas are known for their bringing that fire straight to you. And, and so tequilas
in more ways than one sometimes.
We've had some history with tequila.
Yes.
And Patron is one of the smoothers. It's one of the smoother tequilas.
Yeah, you're like, it's one of the smoothers.
One of the smoothers. Yeah.
You know the smoothers?
One of the smoothers. That's a spiderism.
Okay. Okay, now we didn't get in our own language. All right, Tolkien.
That's right. I'm gonna write books about it, and there'll be spider ants. I don't know.
Sprants. Sounds like a pair of pants. Sprants.
But yeah, long story short, I like smoother alcohol, and this is pretty smooth.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I'll be curious to see once we get into like about midway through the bottle, or like a little, probably like the next drink. I'll be curious to see if now that the bottle's opened up and the air's hit it, to see if it kind of knocks off the edge, because it did with the Suntory. Once the like that first one, that first one, boy, just you feel like your body was on fire.
Now that'll be one on the list, I'm sure, because I haven't tried it.
Oh, it's cool. It's in a square bottle, and it's like the Dutch, but bigger than the Dutch. It's a thicker bottle. There's also a Japanese whiskey called Nikka, Nikka, and that's at one of the grocery stores that I go to, and it retails for, you can get the regular bottle, like there's 2 types. There's like a regular and there's like a reserve, and the regular is about 30 and the reserve sits at about 60. So I'm hoping we can make a $60 purchase, because I want to at least try one of the more expensive ones. There's a $100 bottle of Crown that we saw one time that we'd definitely like to put in our bellies. But that's a smooth treat like no other.
Well, there's the grocery store near me behind the counter sells the $300 Macallan Scotch. So it's locked up behind the glass. You can't just pick that up the shelf and walk off with it. So that's somewhere on the list too, to find out just why is it $300 and is it worth the $300?
Yeah, because I got to try that. $300.
Most of our whiskeys we try are under $100.
Yeah, usually, because you can get a good whiskey for.
You can justify the price for that.
For $25 to $30, you can get a good.
For $20, you can get the Pike.
Oh, you can get the Pike, and the Pike's good. You can taste the rum. We'll do a Pike in the future, I think, because I like the Pike. He likes the Pike. I like the Pendleton. He thinks it's kerosene. I like we both like Crown. Like that's. I think that was our first whiskey.
Yeah.
And I don't know how we jumped into whiskey, because we were smashing beers for such a long time.
We were going back and forth, like we were like, oh, what do you want to drink tonight? Well, let's switch to something else. You want to try some brandy? You want to try this?
Yep.
You want to try that?
Yep.
And we settled on the Crown because we couldn't decide on anything else.
No.
Because I was like, oh, let's try this rum right here. And like, no, let's try this tequila over here. Nah. Let's the Crown is good. You suggested the Crown.
Yeah.
You were the first one to suggest the Crown.
Because I'd heard good things about the apple. I mean, I heard a lot of talk. People loved it. And I was like, yeah, let's try the apple. I think the Apple Crown was the first.
Yeah.
And man, was it good. It was smooth. It went down nice. The apple's my favorite. Out of all the whiskeys I've ever had, the apple's my favorite. Just in the sheer amount of smoothness, that nice apple taste on the back. Apple and liquor go well together, I've noticed. Any kind of apple, like beer, apple, a little bit of apple and beer is pretty good.
Well, some vodka is made from apples.
Yeah, but it's the process.
Yeah.
So, and potato vodkas are awful. There's a vodka out there that I'm giving it a Saint Germain does not recommend. It's called Nikolai. It's very, very bad. Do not get it. We got it one time years ago, me and another buddy of mine, and I poured the bottle down the sink. I didn't drink it. I drank like half a glass, and I was like, nah. And I kept trying to dilute it, and it kept having the same taste, and I couldn't figure out why it was still keeping that taste. And then I just poured it down the sink. And I don't pour liquor down the sink. I've only poured that, and somebody once got a Steel Reserve, and they got an extra, and I was like, let me try it. That went down the sink. That was awful. It was the worst beer I've ever tasted in my life. Awful. and I grew up drinking like Old English and St. Ides, because 40s will get you drunk. When you're young, 40s will get you drunk, and they're cheap. You can't afford much, but yeah, no more. So now, I mean, I'd rather not drink than drink like Natty Light and Milwaukee's Beast. I'd rather just not drink. I'll feel better. So yeah, on the Tenjaku. Why do I keep saying Tenjaku? Tenjaku whiskey scale of Saint Germain's, it gets the 40% for life out of 5.
Which way does the L go on this? It's gonna get switched.
Because it's gotta have a gun since it's.
Yeah, but that's on backwards, so it's gonna switch.
So join us next time for a Spirits Club in January. Elizabeth, Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas too, why not? Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for your continued support. You are awesome. You are great. You're doing awesome things, and we love to see you doing all these awesome things. And we're going to like it. We're going to love it. We're going to keep sharing what you do and getting you out there. So, hey, from us at the Spirits Club, This Uncanny Earth, and the Tenjaku Brewing Company, which did not support us in this one, but if you want to, feel free to. We will see you for the next Spirits Club. Merry Christmas and peace.
Let's clink it out.
Clink it out. Well, we got to pour a little bit.
What?
Can't have no vapor glass. Give you guys a clink. Give you guys a Colonel clink. Hogan! Nobody ever knows. Did you have to crack your knuckles on that one?
I did.
Yeah? See you next time.